Cathy o Tuesday?
Sir, Tuesday na lang, sir.
Live na.
Kasi kailangan ko yung para dun sa operasyon ko eh.
Ano papaoperahan niyo, sir?
Mata.
Hindi pa kayo hindi niyo pa nagamit dati, sir?
Hello.
Ha?
Naka-live na kayo? Naka-live ka na, Roxanne?
Oh, live na.
Sige, okay.
Go po.
Okay. Magandang gabi po mga katipon sa Pilipinas. Ito po ang ating katipunan. Muling sumasa inyo mga tagapakinig upang magbigay ng mahalagang impormasyon, magbigay liwanag at higit sa lahat makinig sa inyong mga daing at puro-puro hinggil sa mga problemang patuloy na nagpapahirap sa ating kalagayan at kabuhayan. Sa susunod na 2 oras, sisikapin po namin ipaliwanag ang iba-ibang bahagi ng ating ekonomiya at ang mga mabibigat pang local and international issue na may malaking epekto sa ating buhay at kinabukasan. Ito po ang inyong katipon na si Butch Valdes, kasama yung po nating katipon dito mula sa Save the Nation Movement, sa Philippine LaRouche Society at sa Partido Politikal na Katipunan ng Demokratikong Pilipino. Kami po rito, nila co-host ko si Itos Valdes, nandiyan din po ang co-host ko na si Cathy Cruz, andyan din po si Roxanne at palagay ko andyan din si Ver, no? Kung naayusan niya yung kanyang internet. Kami po nandito, nag-aanyaya sa inyo na makibahagi sa inyo sa ating talakayan at sa Zoom sa pagsusuri ng mga kasalukuyang problema at paghahanap ng kaukulang solusyon.
Okay, magandang gabi, Sir Butch, at syempre sa lahat ng mga masugid na taga-subaybay ng ating palatuntunan ang ating katipunan. Ito po ang inyong lingkod, Cathy Cruz, na inyo pong makakasama sa loob po ng 2 oras. Syempre, kasama pa rin ang tunay na bida ng palatuntunan ito, si Professor Butch Valdes, at si Itos Valdes, at gayon din yung ibang mga kasama namin via Zoom po. At sana po, please like, share, and subscribe ang aming pong YouTube account, ang Partido KDP po, at syempre ang aming pong FB page. Maaari nyo rin pong mag-iwan din po kayo ng mga komento o nais po ninyong ibahagi dito po sa aming mga social media accounts. Sir Butch?
Yes, okay. Marami tayong pwede pag-usapan na sabagay, hindi naman tayo talaga mauubusan ng mga topics sa dami ng mga nangyayari sa atin. Pero gusto kong umpisahan at banggitin, talakayin itong issue na meron daw mga ibang mga ating mga kababayan na gustong pa-resignan si Secretary Remulla ng Department of Justice. Ang dahilan dito dahil ang kanyang anak ay nahulian daw ng sandali lang medyo narinig ko may background music eh. Hindi ko alam kung saan nanggagaling. Okay? Okay, balik tayo. Dito sa kay Remulla, gusto daw siyang pa-resignin at marami pong nakakarinig dito kay Katunying. Si Katunying na may alam daw na hindi daw tatagal na si Secretary Remulla sa kanyang pwesto. Eh, paano mangyayari yun? Eh, kakasabi lang ng ating Pangulo na hindi na tatanggalin si Remulla sa pwesto dahil dito sa issue na lumabas na anak ni Remulla nahulian daw ng drug, I don't know kung drug pusher or whatever, no, drug user, whatever it is. I don't know the extent of the problem they have with drugs. But ang magandang sinabi ni Remulla ay kung ano man ang naharapin ng anak niya na sa husgado at kung ano man na parusa ang mabibigay sa kanya, depende na yan sa korte, no? At hindi siya makikialam dyan, no? Dahil ilang taon na ba yung anak niya? 38 years old, no? Matanda na yung anak niya, may asawa na yun at lahat, no? At siguro siya na ang may desisyon sa buhay niya. Yung salita ni Remulla ganyan, narinig ko, eh, yun lang ang nararapat, no? Hindi porke yung anak mo gumawa ng krimen, eh, hindi mo naman pinoprotektahan at pinapabayaan mo naman makulong at harap sa husgado kung ano man ang parusa sa kanya. Lalong-lalo na Secretary of Justice ka, no? Talagang iiwas ka at bahala na sa buhay niya yung anak niya dahil ang unang-unang katungkulan ni Secretary of Justice ay sa mamamayang Pilipino at hindi dito sa anak niya. Pag nagkaroon ng ganyan sitwasyon, no, at mapipilitan siyang makialam sa kaso ng anak niya, talagang dapat mag-resign na siya. Pero kung kaya niyang gagawin ang kanyang pangako sa bayan, no, ay huwag siyang makikialam. Kung drug pusher yung anak mo, drug pusher, kailangan nahuli siya, kailangan pumarap sa husgado at let the chips fall where they will. No? In other words, yung tawag yan, bahala na siya sa buhay niya. Now, having said that, siyempre I'd like to invite comments from the different, kung meron tayong mga makikinig dito. Sa akin, ang nakatutok ako dito sa PDEA, no? Hindi kay Remulla. No? Sa akin, medyo kasi mag-resign si Remulla o hindi. Personally, I don't have any opinion on that. No? The fact that he didn't resign and that he said that let justice be allowed, no, to decide on the fate of his son is enough, no? Now, kung gagalaw siya para di siyempre kailangan magtanggal na siya. Ang akin pong punto is itong sa PDEA. Ang PDEA, nagsabi na itong si Agent Morales nung kamakailan lang. Nagsalita si Agent Morales na yung dating Executive Secretary ng ating gobyerno, administrasyon ni Noynoy Aquino, etong si Paquito Ochoa, Executive Secretary, ay binintangan niya na drug protector daw yan. Alam mo yon na napakabigat na accusation yan kasi Executive Secretary, yan ang namumuno sa mga kabinete. Yan ang tinatawag na lethal president. Tapos, yung opisyal ng PDEA, binibintangan siya na pinoprotektahan niya daw yung mga sindikato sa droga. kasama na dyan yung si General Kakdak ng Bureau of Prisons. No? At meron pang dagdag si Morales. Sinabi niya na marami sa gobyerno are directly and indirectly connected to drug syndicates at the highest levels of government. Sabi niya. Mabigat po yan. At hindi po natin dapat pabayaan mawala na lang sa balita yan. No? Can you imagine at the highest levels of government? Ano ba yung highest levels? Aba, highest level, presidente na yan. No? O matataas na namumuno tsaka mga opisyal na sa Senado o sa Kongreso, yung mga Speaker of the House o kung ano-ano yung mga nandyan, highest level po yan. Ay yung mga nasa cabinet, highest level po yan. No? Sino ngayon sa kanila ang directly or indirectly involved? PDEA must come out and not be timid about this. Huwag muna yung hihingi kayo ng permiso kung pwede nang ilabas yan. Walang opisyal na kinakailangan magbigay ng permiso sa inyo kung ilalabas yan o hindi. Kasi kung bubulungan niya pa yung senador, yung cabinet member, yung Malacanang official, yung kongreso, kongresista, na ilalabas nyo ba, sasabihin sa iyo, wag muna ilabas, anong ibibigay ngayon sa iyo? So anong nangyari ngayon sa PDEA? It is guilty of extortion. Extortion. Meron silang alam na activity ng isang senador na sangkot sa droga. Sasabihin, baka ilabas namin to. Anong gagawin ni Mr. Senator? Bibigyan niya ng malaking pera ngayon yung PDEA para tumahimik. Aba, malaking negosyo yan. No? Dahil hindi nila linalabas. Nung nakaraang administrasyon si Duterte, maaga pa, lumakas ang loob ng PDEA, maaga pa, naglabas ng makapal na listahan at binigay kay Duterte para siya ang magbunyag ng mga pangalan ng mga konektado sa droga. Meron pa nga siyang pinangalanan ng mga pulis na konektado sa droga. Pero yung mga ibang mga opisyal, hindi na niya linabas ang pangalan. Yung mga pulis na konektado sa droga na linabas ni Duterte, anong nangyari sa kanila? Walang nangyari. Tapos sabi natin, napakagaling laban sa droga. Walang nangyari. Ngayon, ito na naman tayo. Mr. PDEA, ilabas mo yan. Bigay nyo sa presidente. O kung natatakot kayong bigay sa presidente, bigay nyo sa taong bayan. Ilabas nyo yung mga listahan na yan. Para magkaalaman na sino ba dito sa mga senador ang bayaran ng mga sindikatong droga? Sino ba sa mga governor, mga mayor, ang kapural sa droga? Malaking negosyo kasi ito eh. This is an industry worth hundreds of billions of pesos. At maraming kumikita dito, nasa kabinete, nasa mga senado, nasa congress, mga governors, mga mayors. Mas ng mga tao sa Malacanang pwedeng kumita dyan. Katungkulan ng PDEA, ilabas yan. Diyan dapat tayo nakatutok, hindi kay Remulla. Kasi mag-resign si Remulla o hindi, walang problema dyan. Ang problema sa PDEA, kailangan ilabas nila yung listahan. Name names. Ilabas nyo yung mga pangalan yan. Sabihin nyo kung ano yung level ang kanilang partisipasyon. Huwag kayong matakot na idadaling kayo sa husgado nitong mga ito. Ang pro-protector sa inyo, Mr. PDEA, ay ang taong bayan. Kung meron kayong labas na ebidensya, medyo malaking ebidensya, maliit na ebidensya, ilabas nyo na. Katungkulan nyo yan sa taong bayan. Yan lang ang gusto kong bigyan ng pansin. Kasi mabigat itong kontrolado tayo ng mga, sa isang bagay, kontrolado tayo ng mga oligarko. Sa ibang bagay, kontrolado tayo ng mga drug syndicates. Ano bang klaseng bansa tayo? Tapos, itong mga mamamayan natin, nagsusumigaw at magaling daw yung demokrasya sa Pilipinas. Siyempre magaling, biro mo, mga drug syndicates, kapartner pa yung mga nasa gobyerno. Yung mga oligarko, ayan, kasama dun sa PPP, kapartner nila din nasa gobyerno. Hawak nila yung tubig, hawak nila yung kuryente at iba pa. Nagtataka pa kayo kung bakit kayo mahirap. Mahirap tayo dahil dati sinasabi ko mahirap tayo dahil ang kalaban natin economic program, economic policy. Totoo po yan. Pero mahirap tayo kasi takot tayo. Yan mga PDEA, alam mo kang tatapang, pero hindi nila mailabas ang listahan. Bakit? Natatakot ka ba, Mr. General ng PDEA, na pag linabas mo yung listahan, tatanggalin ka ng presidente sa pwesto? Yung ba ang kinakatakutan mo? Baka naman kasama na din kayo, Mr. PDEA, sa mga sindikato. Ang nalalaman namin sa PDEA daw, meron mga bata ang sindikato dyan, nasa loob. Yung mga iba, tumatangging mahawakan ng sindikato. Pero sila sa loob nagkakaalaman kung sino. What for do we have an agency like that? Let's ask the president. Is he going to back up the PDEA? Will he disclose the names that PDEA claims they have? Better yet, we'll ask the president directly. Mr. President, people said before that you used to be a drug user. Mr. President, are you still a drug user or no? Are you going to back up PDEA or no? It should come out. It is the duty of our leaders to bring out the truth. And it is the people's right to know. Ano ba itong bansa natin? Are we really a failed nation? A failed nation. We cannot function as a nation. Is that our fate? That's why there are stupid econoquacks, stupid congressmen, stupid senators that are willing to open up our country to foreign investors. Because our country seems to be ungovernable. We cannot stand up for what is right. Our leaders have just looked for what is convenient. Yun lang ang aking opening remarks, Cathy. At sana makakuha ng mga komento dito. Kaya maski anong pag-uusapan pa rin ng bagay.
Pero Sir Butch, siguro dagdagan ko na lang din. Bilang isang magulang din, professor, no? Medyo nangangamba ako ngayon. Medyo nung actually hindi medyo, kundi nung panahon, professor, ni Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte, medyo kampante yung aking pakiramdam dahil matapang yung presidente at tahasan niyang talagang isiniwalat yung listahan ng mga pangalan ng mga sangkot sa illegal na droga. Kaya yan ay nasa mataas na posisyon o yung mga barangay officials, wala siyang pangingimi. Pero ngayon, professor, nung pumutok itong balita tungkol sa anak nung ating Department of Justice Secretary, muli akong nangamba. Kasi kung ang anak ng Secretary ng Department of Justice ay na-involved sa ganitong uri ng kaso, malamang sa malamang nagsisimula na naman na nagiging talamak yung tungkol sa issue nitong illegal na droga, professor. Ibig sabihin, lumalabas na naman sila, nagiging grabe na naman yung sitwasyon natin, ng problema ng ating bansa tungkol sa illegal na droga. At yan ang dapat na kailangang aksyonan agad-agad ng ating presidente, bukod dito sa mga issue natin tungkol sa agrikultura, professor. Napakadaming problema ngayon ng ating bansa at nangangamba ako doon sa gulo, yung peace and order issues, professor. Alam mo yon, parang kaliwat kanan tumataas ang rate ngayon ng crime, 'di ba? Kaya mukhang kinakailangan ito ay magkaroon ng isang agarang aksyon o pagkilos. At tama yung sinabi mo, kailangang ilabas yung listahan. Otherwise, meron bang pinoprotektahan? Yun yung tanong ng ating sambayanan. Anyway, Professor, no, baka si Johnny Ventosa, I just want to acknowledge him. Nasa Zoom po natin siya, and of course si Itos, baka may gustong sabihin si Itos, at si Ma'am Connie nasa Zoom din po natin siya. By the way, sa lahat po ng ating mga tagapanood at nakikinig ngayon sa pamamagitan po ng radyo, kayo po ay nanonood sa ating talapitan 558 po, RMN DZXL 558 kHz po ang ating katipunan, ang ating pong palatuntunang inyong tinutunghayan. Sir Johnny, gusto niyo pong may tanong po kayo kay Professor Butch? Dali po paki-mute na lang po kayo. Ang ating technical, maraming salamat nga pala sa ating technical side. Of course, doon sa ating station at kila Roxanne and Ver. Sir Johnny, go ahead.
No, I have no questions yet. I want to listen to Butch speak.
Professor Butch.
I know I'll have questions to ask later on.
Oo.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. Sir Itos, meron po kayong nais pong ibahagi na impormasyon o reaction po sa binanggit po ni Professor Butch? Sir Itos.
Hello?
Yes, go ahead, Sir Itos.
Narinig niyo ba ako?
Opo, loud and clear.
Teka, ayusin ko yung ating... Hello?
Okay, go ahead, Sir Itos.
Minute. Okay, better?
Yeah, go ahead, Itos.
Yeah, wait. Can you hear us? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, yung comment ko lang, I just wanted to on the comment of Cathy, no, na sinasabi niya pag upo ni Pangulong Duterte, one of his programs or the one of what he promised to do was fix this drug problem. Sabi nga niya, all over the Philippines, there are many drug lords and whatever. So, I believe he did it up to a certain point. At least gave the assurance that he did. And there were many arrests. There were many. Nandun pa nga si former DOJ head Justice Secretary Laila de Lima, nandun pa rin siya sa preso because of this. Now, we don't know the true extent if he was able to really go after the lords instead of all the or just the retail dito sa mga the small fry, kumbaga yung mga maliliit na drug dealers and or yung talagang because it's a complicated issue and it's woven within our financial system also, itong mga drug, kasi hindi man naman pwedeng itago yan. You need to be able to launder money. You need to be able to have a facility for distribution. You need to be able to ship it all over the Philippines. That kind of logistics uses our own banking system. So just like any business operation around the world, that's how they do it. Kaya mahirap tanggalin and maraming kakontsaba dyan. Okay. Even the smuggling po, narinig ko nga, one of the biggest importers of rice, may nahuli nga na nabuksan yung isang container van, hindi naman rice yung nasa loob. Right? So all of those things were unearthed during the last 6 years. Now, I wanted to say something also about this in a bigger sense. No? Nung tumakbo po tayong bilang konsehal 2019 dito sa lugar namin, syempre umikot-ikot po tayo. Wala po tayong big financial backers, hindi po tayo sumali sa malalaking partido. Yung partido lang, ang KDP lang ang party natin. Pero minabuti po namin to go around up to sa loob po ng mga bahay dito sa district natin, no? And going around and my conversations with yung mga barangay captain and the other officials there, sabi po talaga nalinis po yung mga kalye. The drug dealers and even the they felt safer, generally felt safer, and they felt that pinalis nga. Okay? And although it's well and good parang nilinis, your streets are safer and all of that. Okay, granted dito sa mga barangay natin dito lang. Pero sabi ko rin, naisip ko, kung walang gagawing massive employment program itong gobyerno natin, that time si Pangulong Duterte, if he doesn't engage in a massive infrastructure development program, infrastructure which creates jobs, if he doesn't engage in a job creation program, just like Franklin Roosevelt did to build the US out of the Great Depression, babalik at babalik tong drugs. Hindi matatanggal yan because it's the easiest way to make money. Okay? And I think we're seeing some sort of something like that happen now. Because hindi po na solve yung talagang drug, because there are certain people and certain institutions that do not want to solve this problem because it is a lucrative problem for it is a lucrative business for them. Alam niyo po, in history, ang Hong Kong Shanghai Bank naman was built as a drug bank. Yan po ang origin ng Hong Kong Shanghai Bank sa Hong Kong, HSBC. Now, even up to recent years, meron pa silang nahuli because they would help the Mexican cartel launder. They were caught helping the Mexican cartel launder billions of dollars. And what was their penalty? $100 million. So you cannot move such massive amounts of cash without the banks. And the banks really don't care where the money comes from as long as it goes through them. Ganun naman yung mga bangko kasi kumikita sila doon. Ngayon, you can actually say, pag lumalaki ang isang bangko or pag lumalaki ang drug problem, lumalaki ang pera, lumalago ang industriya ng droga, where do you think they put the money? How do you think they launder this money? Okay? So that's something to attack it from. Kumbaga, if you really want to solve the drug problem, you follow the money. And that's what you attack first. Do not make it easy for them to integrate the dirty money into society. But apparently, you cannot just go on the street and start shooting drug addicts. Hindi po maayos yan. So yun lang ang comment ko regarding that. If you want to solve the society, you go, as always, follow the money. You'll be surprised where it leads. Yun lang po ang comment ko.
Yun nga, tama si Itos. I agree with Itos. But going back to, maybe we can develop that idea as to what happens to the money that's being generated by the drug syndicates. No? But let's go back a little so that we don't miss this specific information. Nung sinabi ni Morales ng PDEA that Ochoa, the Executive Secretary of Noynoy, was a protector of the drug syndicates. In effect, he was promoting the proliferation of drug syndicates. We must not forget that Executive Secretary Ochoa was the law partner of Lisa Araneta Marcos. The law partner of Lisa Araneta Marcos, who is the wife, who is the First Lady now, and the wife of President Bongbong Marcos. Now, how close can you get? if you are the protector and promoter of drug syndicates in the country, how close can you get to the president if your law partner herself is your partner and the wife of the president? Pag-isipan po natin mabuti yan. Yung pong sinasabi natin kay Duterte, hindi niya po nabuwag ang drug syndicates. Ang ginawa niya, tinakot niya yung mga tao para huwag gagamit. Kanya, nalinis yung kalye ng mga drug addicts. At nalinis din yung mga kalye ng mga drug pushers. Kasi yung mga pushers mismo ang naging drug addicts. Eh sino naman ang nagmamando sa mga drug pushers? Marami daw dyan ang nagmamando sa drug pushers ay mismong yung police that are assigned in that area. Hindi ba nga hanggang when was it? Last year? Last year yung PNP head had to be retired earlier because na-discover nagsangkot siya sa drug syndicates. At biglang nawala na lang, walang kaso, walang nothing, nawala na siya sa atensyon ng media. Anong ibig sabihin? Etong mga ito, yan ang sindikato. Yung mga namamatay, yun ang mga biktima at yun ang kanilang mga tagabili ng mga droga at tigabenta na rin. At marami daw pinatay na bata kasi sila yung mga tumutulong sa pulis magbenta ng droga. Ngayon, totoo ba ito o hindi? Sino ba ang... Bakit all of a sudden, tama nga si Cathy, kala natin, wala na daw droga, yan ang pinagmamalaki ng nakaraan ng administrasyon, meron pa pala. At iba-iba pa. Alam niyo po ba, meron drug producer. Pagkatapos ng drug producer, bebenta niya ngayon dyan sa mga parang wholesalers para i-distribute sa mga retailers yung mga iba-ibang level na drug pusher. No. All the while, may protection yan. Ang protection yan nanggagaling sa government, nanggagaling sa PDEA, at nanggagaling sa Philippine National Police. Pero ang pinapatay, yung mga sa baba, yung mga drug users. Ang sabi nila, ang isa pang hindi natin napapansin ng tiga-distribute ng drugs all over the country, kung meron kang factory ng shabu sa isang lugar, ang tiga-benta yan para malawakan ang aabutin ng drugs mo. Alam niyo ba kung ano? Yung mga door-to-door na korporasyon, yung mga nagde-deliver na door-to-door, alam niyo na ba yung mga door-to-door na yan? At pag sila ang humawa, nakalagay lang yan sa pakete at dadalhin nila sa mga iba-ibang lugar sa bansa natin. Since these are not imported, hindi na po dumadaan yan sa customs. Dire-diretso na yan sa mga pushers. Pero sino nagbabahagi sa kanila? Itong mga door-to-door operations. Itong mga kumpanya na dating ginagamit ng mga OFW para mag-deliver ng kanilang mga pinapadala sa kanilang mga kamag-anak. Pero yung mga yan, ang talagang malaking negosyo niya ay nag-deliver ng mga droga. Itanong nyo kay Ochoa, alam na alam ni Ochoa yan. Itanong nyo po sa mga kapulisan, alam na alam din nila yan. Now, do we have a government that is determined to wipe this out of our system? I am not sure. Because, alam nyo, sa atin, mga opisyal din natin, mga kongresista, may mga, alam mo ba, they are advocates of drug legalization. Ang sabi nila, ay mahirap pa ihintuin ng droga, gawin mo na lang, legalize mo na lang. Huwag mo nang huliin, huwag mo nang gawing crime dahil hindi mo mahihinto. Ang paggagahasa sa mga babae ng the rape as a crime has always been around for hundreds of years. Dahil hindi mo mapara, wag mo na lang gawing krimen. Alam niyo po, ang droga sumisira sa ating society, sa ating lipunan. Alam niyo po yan. Pag yung isang miyembro niyo sa pamilya, pinasukan at maging drug addict, unang-una, hihingi ng pera sa inyo para bumili ng droga. Pagkatapos, hindi nyo na mabigyan, aawayin kayo at baka saktan pa kayo. Yung pera ninyo na pangbili ng pagkain at pangbili ng gamot, nanakawin pa niya para makabili siya ng droga para sa sarili niya. Kasi nga may sakit na siya, addict na siya eh. Yan po ang perwisyong ginagawa ng droga sa pamilya. Nawawasak po yung pamilya dahil dyan. Nung more than 100 years ago, ang China napilitan tumanggap ng opium sa England. Dahil sabi ng England, import kami ng import ng tsaa sa inyo, wala namang kayong binibili sa amin. So ang sabi ng England sa China, bilhin nyo to. Bilhin nyo tong opium para meron naman tayong balance of trade. So binili ng China yung opium. This was somewhere in the mid-1800s, somewhere there. At nung hindi nagtagal, nakita ng mga emperors ng China na yung droga, yung opium, nakakasira sa kanilang lipunan. Nagkaroon ng mga opium dens, wala nang ginagawa yung mga tao, nag-a-addict na lang, ganyan-ganyan. At hindi na nakakasira dahil tumataas din ng krimen at walang trabaho, hindi nagtatrabaho. Ang ginawa po ng emperor sa China noon, dineklara niya na ang opium ay illegal. Illegal na angkatin at illegal na gamitin. Dahil dito, ang Inglaterra nagalit. Dahil daw masamang trade practice yon, hindi wala daw free trade. Dahil pinipilit niyang buksan ng China ang kanilang ports para maka-export sila ng opium sa China. Dahil pinilit niya, nagkaroon po ng opium war between China and England. At dati mahina pa ang China. At malakas itong mga navy ng England. Tinalo nila yung China at ang parang binayad sa kanila ng China ay yung Hong Kong. Kanya for 100 years, yun ang usapan. For 100 years, yung Hong Kong ay nasa pamamahala ng Inglaterra hanggang 1997. Gusto ko lang ipakita na ang mga bansa na alam nila na matagal na ang droga sisira sa lipunan. At mawawalan ng kontrol ang mga administrasyon dahil nga addict, dumadami yung addict, dadami ang krimen dahil wala nang pinagkikitaan kundi magbenta at gumamit ng droga. Wala nang production ng food at lahat na. So talagang masama para sa ating lipunan. Pero itong mga ibang kongresista, senador, miyembro ng cabinet, hindi ko alam kung pati sa Malacanang ay sumasang-ayon sila na illegalize yung droga. There are people and there have been moves, little steps and sometimes big steps to legalize drugs. There was once, I heard, Leni Robredo in a speech say something about we must review this drug situation. There might be benefits to legalizing it. But nobody caught it. The media did not catch it. I did. There are congressmen that have been openly advocating the legalization of the use of marijuana. At first, they were saying for medicinal purposes. Parang gamot daw. Pag sinabi ng doktor na pwede kang mag-marijuana dahil kailangan mo sa iyong sakit, karamdaman, pwede kang gumamit ng marijuana. Yun ang una. Hindi nagtagal, meron nang nagpro-propose na ang marijuana, ang use of marijuana for entertainment. For entertainment. Meaning, parang sigarilyo na lang yan. Para ka na lang minom ng wine o beer o ano. Ganyan lang ang tingin nila dyan. Dahil malaking perang pagkikitaan nila. Hindi ako magugulat kung meron tayo ditong mga drug lord na governors o mayors na maski na kongresista na sikretong nagtatanim ng cocaine o ng marijuana o ng opium dahil hindi masyadong ma-imbestiga ito ng PDEA. At kung man mahuli yan ng PDEA, nako, siguro ang laki-laki ng lagayan dyan. Hindi po nakakagulat yan kasi ang bansa natin, ang I'm sorry to say, that we are seen as a country where everybody is for sale. The criminals of the world like to operate here and come here. Why? Because they can commit any crime and they can pay their way off. It is so cheap. You can have somebody killed by a few thousand pesos. You can go into drugs and pay off protection for it sa police and so on and so on. You can pay off a congressman, a mayor, or even a senator. If you watch Netflix, I recommend you watch Netflix, ang title, The Big Boss. The Big Boss. Yung Big Boss na sinasabi nila, isang kriminal na puti na ginawang basehan ng kanyang operations ang Pilipinas. Dahil nga, napakamura daw ng mga magagandang babae. Napakamura daw na kung meron kang gustong papatay, ang dali-dali daw. At lahat ay bayaran. Hanggang sa pinakamataas na opisyal sa gobyerno ay bayaran. Panoorin niyo po yon. The Big Boss. Ito ang sitwasyon po ng Pilipinas. Huwag na kayong magtaka kung bakit ganito ang nangyayari. At ang nakakalungkot, siyempre, meron tayong gustong mga solusyon dyan. Isa sa mga panukala namin na solusyon na unang-unang gagawin, kailangan yung PNP, buwagin ng PNP at ibalik sa poder ng mga mayor ang paghahawak sa pulis. Kanya po nagkakaroon ng mga sindikatong kayang-kaya nila ang pulis. Kasi isa lang ang kakausapin ng mga sindikato, yung namumuno lang eh. Yung chief PNP. Yun lang ang kakausapin nila eh. Automatic na yan, pababa. Makikinabang na yan. Pero pag ang pulis mo hawak ng local government, kailanganin kakausapin mo yung mayor tsaka yung pulis. Kung ikaw yung PDEA, mas madaling tutukan yung mayor. Kasi mahuhuli mo yung maliit na lugar ng operation ng droga. And you can You can use the armed forces of the Philippines. You can use the army. You can use the Marines. No? If you need to take over that city in order to rid itself of its drug operation. But it's only the city. The way it is now, thanks to President Ramos, he nationalized the police activities into Philippine National Police. So it became easier to control the police activities. Si Duterte, sa palagay ko, kinayanan niyang kontrolin ang droga sa Davao because he was a strong-willed leader and he imposed himself physically on those that are going to go into drugs. Ang reports nga, pinapapatay niya yung mga drug pusher. You can do that if you are the local government official. But to his surprise, he could not do that for the whole country. The syndicates were just too large. The PNP was just too large an organization for you to dismantle. But as a local government official, he could do it. And this is one of the ways to take the initial step towards negating the control of drug syndicates over the whole country. That's only the first step. That's not the solution yet, but just the first step. Make the PNP, dismantle it, and put it under the supervision of the mayors so that the mayors themselves, if there is drug proliferation in his city or in his town, the mayor himself becomes responsible for it. And it's easier to focus on one city than to focus on the whole country. Palagay ko, mas kakayanin ng PDEA yan. Yan. I'm sorry if I am talking too much, no? But please raise your hand if you want to comment or add something to it. No? Ito lang ang inumpisahan natin kasi itong droga at nakakabahala po ang nangyayari sa ating bayan. Because here you are, you've got the oligarchs making sure that you will starve and die. And then you have the drug syndicates making sure that you ruin the moral fiber of every family. So what is in it for Philippine society's future? And you have a leadership that still has to show leadership, still has to show the moral courage to do what is necessary. Di ba kayo niya?
Okay po, Professor. Meron lang pong nagtataas ng kamay si CGV. You can go ahead, CGV.
Basahin mo yung ano niya.
Nagre-raise po siya ng hand. Sige po, go
Okay.
ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yes, loud and clear po.
My camera is sira, so I cannot put on my face, okay?
Okay.
Anyway, I'm just worried when you said that the police must be under the mayor, okay?
Yeah.
Now, you know very well that I am helping a small community in Samar. Okay? The former mayor was with us during the Yolanda,
Yeah.
but the new mayor is super corrupt. Okay? So if the police is under him and he is a drug lord, how can you control the drug flow? If the mayor himself is a drug lord.
Well, this is precisely what I'm saying. Now you have identified the mayor himself. No? And with the force of the PDEA and the military, no, they can go into that city of Samar, take hold of the mayor and make him responsible for what crime is being committed. No, he is corrupt, and so there is going to be drug proliferation. No.
Yeah, but the people are silent. They have proof, but they don't want to speak. They're afraid.
Yes. So is practically in every city. Ang Pilipino talagang takot, ayaw magsalita. Okay? Pero kung ikaw yung PDEA, dapat marunong kang gumapang at malaman mo kung ano yung nangyayari at makuha mo ng ebidensya kung anong nangyayari dito. Sangkot ba yung pulis sa droga? Sinong nag-order sa pulis? Yung mayor. O tsaka si vice mayor. O, meron na kayong ebidensya? Huli yan. Ikulong yan. No? Maglagay ka ng acting mayor. Pero isang city lang yan. In other words, ibig sabihin, yung, alam mo, ang pulis, pag sa PNP ngayon, yung mayor, hindi na talagang kontrolado yung pulis. Dahil yung pulis, konektado dun sa hepe nila sa Philippine National Police, yung chief of police. So, ang gagawin ng chief of police, hahatakin lang yung police para hindi na para maitago na niya. No? Kasi ang PNP head, more powerful than the mayor yan. No? Pero kung ang mayor na ang bossing dyan, no? Kung sabi mo, corrupt yung mayor dyan. Kung meron ibang city, hindi corrupt yung mayor, matapang, at babanatan yung mga drug pushers dyan, at hindi makakapasok yung mga drug syndicates. No? Di maganda. Pero ngayon, ang nangyayari, malawak masyado. This is what happened to Duterte. He could not stop drugs. He could stop drugs in Davao. But when he saw that the whole country was like that, he could not do it. He was killing the users as he did in Davao. He was killing the pushers as he did in Davao. But they were just too big. And he immediately saw that this powerful organization called the Philippine National Police was somehow connected. And if you have the Philippine National Police connected, I am not saying all. I am not saying all of the police are drug related. I am only saying that if you have these officers in the Philippine National Police connected to drug syndicates, that makes a very, very powerful organization. Because the police not only protects the syndicate, the police themselves are the syndicate.
So what can one do? Like, I have evidence coming from people, but it's so hard. Who do we approach to make that mayor stop it? Because he has enriched himself in 3 years' time.
Well, the process now is you have to go to the DILG, the Department of Local Government, and then they make and you have to make a complaint with the ombudsman about the corrupt activities of that mayor. No? And then let them investigate and so on and so forth. No? Yun lang ang, ganyan lang ang process na pwedeng gamitin. Now, if the mayor himself is a drug lord, you can also approach PDEA to open it. But like I said, in a situation that is local government, it's easier to solve the drug problem as compared to the whole country. If the institutions of the whole country are such that the drug syndicates and the criminal syndicates are in control of the country via the Philippine National Police. Yun ang nangyari. So, if I were the president, you ask me, what will I suggest to Bongbong? I will suggest that he dismantle the Philippine National Police and give back the authority of the police to the mayors. Now, once he does that, some mayors will like it because they have power over the police. But it's easier now to implement an anti-drug policy using that, because you can identify where the drug proliferation is going on. You see, not all mayors are drug pushers or drug members of the drug syndicate. Not all. Some don't want that. Ang kaso lang, pag pumasok sa city niya, yung drug syndicate, ginagamit yung pulis, wala siyang magawa. Kasi ang bossing ng pulis, yung PNP chief. At hindi siya.
Okay. I guess the challenge is really, like you said, right now, India will, because they gave it to Duterte and Duterte didn't do anything. So we're talking here of municipalities that are small but controlled by families and mayors, like especially in Samar. It's a forgotten island. Nobody wants to even control. It goes up to the congressman, who is also super corrupt. Okay? So I know that because during our Yolanda, we know where the money went. Okay? And now, we're still there using our money, but directing it to the people, not through that corrupt mayor.
Yeah, well, that's good. And I commend you for that. But what I'm just saying, as an organization, no, you're going to have to make changes. Alam mo, ang ayaw ng changes, itong mga drug syndicates, saka yung mga oligarchy. Ayaw nilang nagpapalit kasi kailangan pag-aralan pa nila, kailangan i-develop pa nila, ganyan. Like I said, nung local government si Duterte, kinayanan niya yung mga drug lords, the drug syndicate, drug pushers. Pero nung naging the whole country na, hindi na niya kaya. Nangako nga siya noon, 6 months the country will be clean up. He didn't realize what he was saying. No? Yun.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Professor, dagdag ko lang na tanong, no? Paano kung ang problema mo na mismo yung leader na mismo ng ating bansa?
Hey,
Saan ka papupunta nun? Diba? Paano mo pa masusolusyonan ang illegal na droga kung mismo yung pinakatuktok? Siya mismo ang
well, Reb, go. Alam mo, kung tinutukoy mo si Marcos, kung hindi naman natin sinasabi yun, pero let's say si Marcos ay ganyan din ang kanyang pakay, palaguin ang mga droga dito at ganyan. At nalaman po ng tao na ganyan nga. Na, ano pa ang gagawin ng tao? Dito na lang ba tayo magmumukmuk sa mga kanto ng bahay natin? Hindi. Dahil lang papaglaban natin yung kinabukasan natin eh. Habang buhay tayo, we have a duty to fight for the future because our children and our grandchildren's lives are being attacked. No? So we have to do something. So if your leader is himself promoting drugs and you know that that is bad for the future, we are duty bound. It is our right and our duty to fight that. Now we hope, of course, that our leader is not like that. We hope that even though he was a user before, we hope that he realizes that this illegal drugs activity is going to destroy Filipino lives. It will destroy Filipino families and eventually destroy us as a nation. So it is his moral duty to do his best to rid our country of this malay. Kinakailangan. He has to try to do something about it. Hindi lang yung picture taking. Yun. Kaya sana hindi sa nabalitaan natin na nung bata daw ang presidente, gumagamit daw siya. Ewan ko kung totoo yun o hindi. Wala naman ako, nung bata naman siya, hindi naman namin sa barkada. No? Pero kung man, sana nahinto na yon at ngayon na gusto na niyang maging presidente, kinakailangan na hindi na ipagpatuloy yung mga ganyang klaseng paggamit sa droga. Meron din siya naman anak at magkakaroon din siya ng mga apo. No? Sigurado naman hindi niya gugustuhin na sira ang lipunan pag panahon na nila. So he has a duty to do what is right. Naka-silent ka.
Silent pa ako. Okay. It's already 8:30 na po ng gabi at kayo pa rin po ay nakikinig sa pamagitan po ng radyo 558 po sa Talapihitan. At ang ating katipunan po, siyempre nandito pa rin ang ating tunay na bida na si Professor Butch Valdes. Kasama pa rin si Itos Valdes at si Manjani via Zoom. Ang inyong lingkod at maraming salamat sa ating mga technical na sina Ver at saka si Roxanne at syempre sa ating home studio mula dyan sa Armendez Excel sa Guadalupe, Makati. No? At Professor, isa rin sa tawag dito na matindi rin no, na problema rin na masasabi po tungkol dito sa kalusugan. Parang although sinasabi po nila na itong ating mga hospital ngayon no halos napupuno dahil sa iba't ibang uri ng sakit. Hindi na lang to basta sa COVID, Professor. Ito ay dahil na rin sa iba't ibang uri ng karamdaman. Pero makikita mo parang nagkukulang na tayo dun sa mga doktor at yung ating mga hospital beds. Sa tingin niyo po ba, ano po ang maipapayo po ninyo sa pamunuan po ngayon ng Department of Health?
Alam mo, Hirap na hirap si Presidente Marcos maghanap ng taong mamumuno sa Department of Health dahil alam niya saksakan sa corruption ng Department of Health at kontrolado ng mga big pharma ang mga opisyal ng Department of Health. Hindi lang ng Department of Health, kontrolado din ng big pharma yung FDA natin, yung Food and Drug Administration. Hindi lang yon, kontrolado din ng big pharma ang Senado at Congressman natin. Bakit? Ang malaking bahagi ng budget ng Department of Health ay nasa pag-aangkat ng gamot. Malaking bahagi. Budget. Ngayon, ang budget ina-approve ng Senado at ng Congress. Ngayon, pag hindi nila i-approve yan, apektado yung negosyo ng Big Pharma dito. Kanya lahat yan, bayaran. Maraming bayaran sa Congress, maraming bayaran sa Senado. Hindi nyo ba nahahalata? Pinag-uusapan natin yung Big Pharma, mga droga, ganyan-ganyan. Mga vaccination, ano-ano. And yet, hanggang ngayon wala akong naririnig na senador o kongresista man lang na binabatikos itong mga nasa Department of Health. Taong bayan ang sumisigaw na magnanakaw itong si Duque, ganyan. Pero yung mga senador at congressman tameme, hindi nyo ba nahalata yan? Kasi ganyan ng bayaran nga sa atin. Hawak na hawak nila. Yung nakawan dyan sa agriculture, palagay ko, ano lang yan ano lang yan, maybe 1/2 lang yan sa nakawan dito sa Department of Health. Yan ang nangyayari sa atin. Talagang mahihirapan si Bongbong Marcos. Kasi dapat kalimutan niya itong unity. Huliin niya yung mga masasama, may kasalanan, huliin mo. Ipakulong mo. Agad-agad. Ang unity, hindi bumibenta yan eh. Unity, sabi ng mga iba, yan ang maraming, yan ang salita ng mga takot. Unity. Ano ibig sabihin? Maski na yung kalaban mo, sumama ka na lang dito sa akin. Huwag na tayo mag-away. Eh kung may kasalanan yung kalaban mo, kung gumagawa ng krimen, ano mo naman i-absuelto yan? Eh ganyan ang nangyayari. Dito sa unity. Tingnan nyo. Ngayon, pati yung di ko na alam kung anong mangyayari kasi eto si Bongbong, sinasabi niya hindi daw tatanggalin si Remulla. Pero yung mga kaalyado naman ni Lisa Araneta Marcos, sinasabi nila na tatanggalin daw si Remulla. Ano ibig sabihin nito? Ang ibig sabihin niyan, magkabangga ng presidente tungkol dito. At bakit napakalakas ng poder ng First Lady? Bakit meron siyang say sa presidente kung sino yung nasa kabinete. Bakit itong mga Vic Rodriguez at kung sino pa yung mga ano ang relasyon nila kay Lisa Araneta at natanggal yung iba at palitan?
Okay,
Ano
Professor.
ang nangyari? Ha?
May nagtataas po ng kamay si Johnny Ventosa.
Yeah, Johnny.
Yes, Butch. I agree with you about the drug. It's a really big problem. It's worldwide, no? And it appears our government is so affiliated with the elite that I don't doubt it. I have another question, which is you have not discussed. That's why I'm wondering if I should ask. But since you're talking about the president, I want to know this situation we're in, we're actually supporting or supporting Ukraine. I really cannot understand that.
Yeah.
I mean, Ukraine is killing itself, and Putin is trying to do everything, trying to get out the drugs there, the laboratories and all that, and here we are supporting the Ukraine government. I mean, I cannot understand that. I really cannot. I don't know where it's coming from.
Well, you
The
know,
least we could have done was abstain.
Johnny, the president does not know what you know. And even if he knows, if his advisors and maybe the U.S. Embassy and the ambassador tell him where to vote for the Philippines, then maybe he'll just follow suit, whatever they want. This is where talagang you can see the big difference between he and his father. His father always asserted his sovereignty and independence. And it was not very easy for the Americans to push him around, because of the personality and leadership of his father. But now, Bongbong has China and Russia to lean on and play and use as a foil against the aggressive position the U.S. has on the Philippines. But he does not know how to play that. It seems that he has grown up, not understanding much of what is going on around the world. And when the president was deposed, he probably stopped thinking about the world and did not get involved in understanding both world economy and the rest. That's the way I see it. Parang ng blanco. So he doesn't know what you see, what we see, because we, despite the EDSA revolution, we did not stop thinking. We did not stop analyzing what is going on. From 1986 to 2022, we kept on trying to understand the developments, finance, geopolitics, everything. How the rise of China, the rise of Russia, what were the issues involved. But the president, I am not too sure he's aware of this. Secondly, those that are also appointed by him in the Department of Foreign Affairs, who might be in a position to advise him, are all American lackeys. No? All of them. They're looking for appointments to be consul general in LA or to be military attaché here or there. No? All of that. So ganyan ang tingin nila. They don't see the big picture. It's ignorance. No? That's why it's so pathetic that you have this. What we really need is true leadership with the intellectual competence and the moral courage to do what is right. Now, I am one of those that do not want to agree that Bongbong Marcos should veer away from the vision and the intention that his father has set in the 40, 50 years ago. What we have, President Marcos, to my mind, was a revolutionary. Not this leftist gobbledygook. The true revolutionary was Marcos because he fought for our economic sovereignty. He fought for our economic independence. And he was fighting the influences of the IMF and the financial oligarchy to try to bring down our nation into a banana republic. Marcos, on the other hand, was geared towards making ourselves a developed agro-industrial nation. He came up with the 11 industrialized plants, 11-point industrial plants. That, when I heard about it, was really something to look forward to. Not only did they have this beautiful industrialization, agro-industrialization plant, smelting plants, steel manufacturing, anything about pharmaceuticals, about fertilizers, so all of that was going hand in hand with this energy development program. An energy development program which had as its base load, first, the hydroelectric plants. So he had to put up dams so that we can get hydroelectric dam participation so that we generate power from the dams. Then he came up with coal plants so that the coal plants are going to be generating power themselves. And then he came up with the nuclear plan to push us towards to come up with the necessary power generating capacity to support the 11-point industrialization program. That was cut short by the Americans when they put Corazon Aquino in power. Bongbong should realize that what happened, and that he should go back and tell the people, this is what happened, and I will continue what my father had started. my father started this and I will finish it because this is the unfinished revolution of President Marcos. I would advocate something like that. Not this high school type of rhetoric about unity and so on and so forth.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Butch,
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know where it's coming from. Really, I don't know where it's coming from, and I don't know where it's leading to. But I mean, he started off first by having himself vaccinated publicly, and that's ridiculous. Never mind, that is his opinion. He should, but to come around and tell the people to be vaccinated, that's something else. That was tragic. Next, the central banking system, digital system, is also all for it. I don't understand much about economics, but I know that the central banking system is really getting out of control. And rather than keep quiet, he will support it. And now Ukraine, I don't know where it's coming from. I don't know.
No, well, it's all born out of ignorance. And the central banks of the world, including ours, is not independent. It is not ours. The central banks of the world are controlled by the global financial oligarchy, the Rothschilds. And they use the IMF to control central banks, all central banks in the world, including the Federal Reserve. This whole system started in about 1973, wherein the global financial oligarchs, there were about 11 international banks based in London that organized themselves into the Alpha group of banks or something like that. 11 of them, and this became their target. Their first move was to cause the countries to change the system from the fixed exchange rate system to the floating exchange rate system. So we went into this floating exchange rate. But floating exchange rate, the ones in control are the ones that are holding the money, and these were the banks. And that means they controlled how our economy was going to be run. They practically controlled how many people should be dying and how many, up to now they're doing this. The point there is how do we survive understanding that this is what's going on. Maybe there are little windows available to us. Those that understand, like you, Johnny, and some other people that understand that through these windows available to us, we can squeeze ourselves through and move towards the survival of our nation and our people, despite the imminence of a global nuclear conflict. So by just sharing what we know, just keep on talking, sharing it. Every single person that hears it does not have to be 100 or 1,000, but everyone will start sharing what he has learned and what he has heard. And somehow there's going to be an education of the public. Hopefully enough for us to make changes within our lifetime. Diba?
Sir, I really don't think that you're being very kind saying that he doesn't know what's going on in the world. I mean, so many of us are learning from the internet and all that. And if you will tell me that the president of the Philippines doesn't know what's going on in the world, no, I don't think so. I really, really don't think so.
Well, the point there is, if he knows, it's more problematic for us. I'd rather think that he doesn't know, because if he knows, it's more problematic. That means he's going against every Filipino in this country, the people that he has sworn to be a president of. You see, so that is the conclusion, if he knows. So like you said, you have to be kind. Let us just assume that he doesn't know. No. But if we continue to talk about it, inform the public about it, and maybe it will wake him up from his stupor, no? And maybe he will do something about it. If not him, maybe another leadership. We don't know. Diba?
Thank you, thank you.
Biglang sumakit ang ulo ni Manjani. Parang ano, no? Parang kahit saan ka pupunta, professor, mapa-agriculture, pagdating sa ekonomiya ng bansa, pagdating dito sa illegal na droga, pagdating dito sa... Wala na yatang hindi problema, professor. Ang tanong ng taong bayan, may pag-asa pa ba ang Pilipinas?
Well, sa akin ganito eh. Kung walang pag-asa, ba't nandito pa tayo? Diba? Dapat, yun ang pinakahuling pamimigay natin, yung pag-asa. Yung hope. No? For as long as your mind works, for as long as you can think, for as long as you can know what is right from wrong, and for as long as you have ideas as to what we can do, no, then it gives you hope. No? Yung mga presidente dyan, hindi natin alam kung anong mangyayari sa kanila. Baka naman bukas magising tayo, ibang-iba na si Bongbong Marcos, parang tatay na ni Bongbong. Di ba? Di natin alam yan. O baka isang araw, makita natin, naghiwalay na sila ni Lisa dahil nagalit siya, dahil nakikialam si Lisa sa gobyerno. O, di mahusay yun, di ba? Di natin alam. We must always have hope. Not only that, there are many people, there are still others that are like us, wanting to do certain changes. You'll never know what will happen. I still believe that the Philippines, with the help of God, will come out from all of these difficulties one day, and will show to the world how things should be done. But as of now, it's very bleak. Kasi we're passing through a crucible. Dadaan ka muna talaga sa butas ng karayom, sa kahirapan. Lahat na yun. Pero nagigising na sila. Nagigising na mga, 40 countries are supposed to be, are decided to go into a de-dollarization of their economy. Sino ba nagsabi sa akin ng kanina? De-dollarization, which means moving away from the dollar as its international currency. When you move away from the dollar, you tend to go to other currencies. The other currencies that are strong and are producing economies are that of China and Russia. So you may go there, or the rupee of India. Itong mga currencies nito mga to mas stable. Tsaka backed up by their economy. Kung yung 40 bansang yon, kasama sila sa Russia, China, India, Brazil, siguro Argentina, yung 40 countries na yon, kasama dyan, kaya na nilang gumawa ng bagong sistemang pananalapi. Isang sistema na magagamit ng sangkatawan. Alam mo ba yung 40 countries that are getting away from the dollar? Eh yun lang, dalawang bansa, China at India. Kalahati na ng populasyon ng mundo yan. Isama mo pa yung Russia, isama mo pa yung 40 countries. Gaano kalaki na ang gagawin? Siguro 75%, 80% of the world ang moving away from the dollar. No? That is you don't need anybody else to start a new financial order. A system of fixed exchange rates that's the same principle that the Bretton Woods Agreement was put up in 1945. And this is a saving factor for the world. Pag nagawa ito. Ngayon, yung mga sirang ulo sa Amerika, tsaka sa Inglaterra, tsaka sa NATO, no? Baka bago mangyari ito, bago magkaroon ng bagong sistemang pananalapi na fixed exchange rate system, manggera na sila. Yun ang pwedeng mangyari. Bago mangyari yun, yung magpapalit ng sistemang pananalapi, gegerahin na ng Amerika, yung Russia, tsaka ganyan sa NATO. Anong mangyayari sa Pilipinas? Depende. Kung gagot tayo, sasali tayo sa Amerika. Kaya palagay ko, sana ang unang-una natin dapat gawin, sabihin natin sa Amerika, hindi sila welcome dito sa Pilipinas at kinakailangan tanggalin nila yung kanilang mga bapur na pandigmaan dito sa ating territorial waters. Kaya man natin o hindi mapaalis sila, sasabihin nila sa atin, wala kaming pakialam sa gusto nyo, pero hindi nyo kami mapapaalis dito. Yun na nga. Nandun na tayo. Pero alam nila na hindi sila welcome dito. Kasi habang nandito sila, magiging target tayo sa isang digmaan. Kasi yung mga nuclear missiles that are coming from those ships that are parked in the Philippines will be the targets of China. Okay. Anyway, that's another story. Pero, yeah, it's bleak. It's bleak. But you know what is good? That's why I don't lose hope. Maski na konti lang tayo dito, alam natin yung nangyayari.
Lord.
We know what is going on. Can you imagine how pitiful it is for others that do not know? You can see how confused they are. they're, they're like dogs trying to catch their tails. They don't know what's going on. Ayun. Yes.
At least Duterte, Duterte sent Obama to go fly a kite.
Yeah.
I don't see why Bongbong doesn't tell Biden to go fly a kite. He can
Well, Obama threatened the Philippines. Obama threatened the Philippines that if Duterte did not follow the U.S., he will not give us U.S. aid. That's why Duterte minura niya si Obama. Then sabi niya, I will go to China and Russia. Pero nobody, Biden did not threaten Bongbong. So, and there was no reason.
If Obama was threatening the Philippines, they're all in the same category. Biden is threatening the Philippines.
Well, Biden doesn't really care about the Philippines because he does not need to do anything. His ships, warships are here in the Philippines. He does not need to give money to the Philippines because he has no money to give. No. There is nothing. We just want to have a nice photo opportunity with him. The poor guy, he keeps on pooping in his diapers. No? Si Biden. No? So he has nothing to give. Dati meron pa silang binibigay na $700 million. Ngayon wala nang mabibigay ang Amerikano.
Okay.
Meron silang pangako. Pangako siguro. Okay.
8:47 na po ng gabi at syempre kayo po ay nakikinig pa rin sa Arman Dizexel 558 at syempre sa ating FB page Partido KDP. Si Sir Itos baka merong gustong sabihin. Wait lang Sir Itos, hello. Yan. Tingnan natin kung meron pa siyang mensahe bago tayo tulong yung dahil ilang minuto na lang, 13 minuto na lang, Professor
Yeah.
no comment now for
Sige.
now. Iyan ang
Basahin
sabi
mo na.
ni Pero meron tayong ilang mga mensahe mula sa ating Facebook, Professor. Mula
Sige.
kay Luis Gerald. Sabi niya ganon, yan po ang wait po. Sabi niya ganon, public utility should be free and not for profit. Dito tayo nagpapahirap hanggang ngayon thanks to the high prices. Yan ang sinasabi niya. At sabi pa niya ganon, if economic programs and policies work, then why the greedy riches in the Philippine economy continue to starve us? And that's how uneconomic for our nation. At mula kay Cesar Saberano, yan, good evening daw, Sir Butch, at kay Sir Itos. At mula kay Mirna Alvaran, gandang gabi po sa inyo. Si Alfredo Redina, syempre, sabi niya, nag-check-in siya present. Sabi niya ganon. At mula kay Coco Maximo, good evening, Sir Butch. And meron yung si Luis, sabi niya po, yan po ang mga so-called economic programs na hindi tunay na programang pang-ekonomiya. Yan lang ilan po sa mga comment. At sabi ni Lucy John Ong, BBM must not follow Zelensky footstep. That will doom the Philippines. Yan ang sabi po niya. Yan po ang ilan po sa ating mga text messages, Professor. And if you have any comments, bago tayo, may mahabol pa. At ito, sabi ni Arok Alip, I'm so disappointed with the sun. I'm hoping against hope. Hanggang ngayon, wala pang nangyayaring positive solutions, kundi puro gulo sa loob ng administrasyon niya at mga gabinete. Mula kay Matt Du Saint, ST, PBBM is controlled by the collective West US, UK, Biden, IMF, World Bank, etc. His speech at the UNGA says it all. His allegiance to the USA, where he does not see a future for the Philippines without the partnership, was devastating. Philippines must hashtag go BRICS and hashtag dump the dollar now. Quit the SWIFT and go with China and Russia. He is totally ignorant of geopolitics. He met with Blinken and Biden. Sabi niya ganun, with the Democrat warmongers. And mula kay Andres Sakay Alforo, full support here, sir. At mula kay Pedro Hill, ngayon alam na natin kung sino ang babaeng ahas sa Malacanang. Sino nga ba yon? Sinabi na ni Sir kanina. At mula kay Jinky Bill, correct po kay Sir Butch, maraming nag-confuse at talagang hindi na nila alam kung ano o sino ang paniniwalaan. Yan po ang ilan sa ating mga text messages for now, Sir Butch. Any comments? Natatawa si Ma'am Johnny sa mga komento nila.
Well, siyempre maganda yan dahil na liliwanagan na ng pag-iisip ang ating mga mamayan. By the way, wala akong tinawag na ahas, no? Ang sinasabi ko lang hindi ko naman diretso sinabi na ahas.
Pero yan lang sa Facebook kalat na kalat yan, Professor. Nako, Diyos ko. At meron mga nagtatanong bakit daw si Trixie, yung spokesperson, no? Si Attorney Trixie ay nawala. So, comment daw niyo po.
Actually, hindi ko naman maintindihan kung sino-sino yung kakampi nila eh. Hindi ko alam. Si Trixie ba kampi si Lisa Araneta Marcos?
Hindi ko po alam.
Basta ang alam ko, may ganyan-ganyan. Tapos nag-uusapan sila Thinking Pinoy. Saka sila Tunying, no?
Lakatunying,
magkakasama yan, no? At ang nababalitaan ko, kasama nila si Lisa Araneta Marcos, no? Tapos yung sa kabila naman, sabi nila si Enrile, ewan ko kung sino pa yung mga iba, no? Ngayon, ganyan nagkakanaganituhan, tapos nagkakabistuhan. For example, etong paglabas ng anak, nahuli yung anak ni Remulla dito sa droga, ang sabi ng iba, bawi daw yan. Bawi daw yan kay Remulla. Kasi meron yatang ginawa si Remulla para ilabas ang katiwalian nangyayari sa ahensya ng Malacanang, sa President, no? Sa mga tao ni President. Tapos lumabas itong anak naman ni Remulla na merong na droga. So, ewan ko kung totoo yan, na konektado yan, pero alam mo, ngayon, we cannot look at every issue on its face value. Tawag yan. Hindi pwedeng yun lang. Kailangan titignan mo yung mga ibang implications tsaka yung ibang nangyayari kung connected ba yan. No? At may dapat makikita mo at maunawaan mo kung anong nangyayari. Well, swerte na lang tayo na nandito pa tayo, nakakapag-usap tayo ng ganito. At huwag kayong mabahala. Habang andyan si Johnny Ventosa, buhay pa tayo. Okay. So, paalam na tayo.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Okay, sa ngalan po ng ating mga katipon dito sa ating katipunan at sa magagaling na staff ng DZXL Radio mo nationwide. Kami po ay pansamantalang nagpapaalam at nagpapasalamat na sinamahan niyo kami ngayon dito sa Zoom meeting ang Ora de Peligro ng ating bayan at ng buong mundo dito sa ating katipunan. Hanggang sa linggo pong muli, mga katipon, mag-Zoom ulit tayo 7 to 9 p.m. Magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat.
Bye-bye.
Cathy, ano ba yung music mo dyan?
Sir, may music si